Another exciting day of IP Masterclass series as part of IP Utsav 2025, hosted by AICT and Ministry of Education's Innovation Cell. So over the past 2-3 days, we have been diving deep into different forms of intellectual property, exploring copyright, design innovations, and the nuances of patent design and so on. So hope you all have found these sessions insightful and inspiring. So today we will focus on another domain of IP. We'll delve deep into trademarks and geographical indications, which are two key pillars for branding and IP protection. So before we begin, just a quick reminder, as I always mentions, like towards the end of the session, an e-assessment link will be shared via the WebEx chat box, or you can access it via mis.gov.in/IPweek session. And please be reminded that the participation certificates will be awarded to those who qualify and attend for at least 4 of these master classes. Now, without further delay, it's my pleasure to introduce our distinguished speaker for today, Dr. Rahul Paneja. He's a scientist at the Directorate of Science and Technology, Government of Haryana. He holds a PhD in pharmaceutical sciences, along with advanced degrees in IPR, law, and management. With over 320 expert lectures to his credit, he's a strong advocate of IPR facilitation, drafting, and enforcement, especially among MSMEs and researchers. He's also the recipient of AIMS Award for significant contributions in healthcare. He has also authored 40 plus publications, have multiple IP holdings, and also serves as a brand ambassador for Bentham Science. You may also have seen him on various media platforms promoting IPR awareness. So, on behalf of AICT and Ministry of Education's Innovation Cell, we warmly welcome you, sir. Over
Thank
to
you,
you,
ma'am.
sir. Dr. Thaneja.
Thank you, ma'am, for a wonderful introduction. Thank you for inviting me to share my views on trademark.
So I think your screen is invisible. Could you please reshare it?
Okay. Now, is it?
No, sir, it's just loading. The screen is invisible, sir. Yeah, now we can see, sir. Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am. So there are two types of properties: tangible properties and intangible properties. Tangible properties, like we have one house, we have one vehicle, we have properties which we can teach and we can feel. We have intangible properties. Intangible properties are different types. Some are scientists, some are painters, some are designers, some are musicians, some are technocrats. We can protect every aspects of the creation of human mind with the different type of IPRs. So there are different types of IPR: patents, trademark, industrial designs, geographical indications, layout designs, trade secrets, and the protection of new plant varieties. These all are covered under into the industrial properties, and another one is the copyright. Copyright is a domain which is yesterday we have discussed in detail what is the use of the copyrights and what is the benefits of the copyrights. So different types of intangible assets we can protect the different views, and every aspects has their own subject matters. We can't correlate and mix each other with the of each thing. Means those things which can be filed by the patent rights, we can't file by the trademarks rights. So every content has their own subject matters. Trademarks. So trademark, why is the trademark is important nowadays? Because suppose if you are doing some new business and you are starting a new enterprises, then trademark plays a very important role. Trademarks is the first point where the entrepreneur can think we can start a new business, that this is our name and we can start by these names. Trademark a name of the enterprises or mark of capable being representatively, graphically, and distinguish the good or services of one person's from another person's. It may be a sign, it may be a words, letter, color of combination, representation, and you can say you can protect any the appearance which and people can identify this product is belong to that company. This can be protected as a trademark. We can protect sign, we can protect words, we can protect color of combination also, we can protect shape of the goods also with the help of the trademark protections. Trademarks are registered by the National Trademark Registry and are valid in that country. So suppose if you are filing a trademark application in India, then your right is limited only to the India. If you want to file a trademark outside the India, then you can file by the two-way. Either you can directly apply to that country through the regional routes, or you can submit by the mandate protocol also. We will discuss mandate protocol in our next slide. The duration of the trademark registration is for the 10 years, but we can renew unlimited time after the 10 years. It's not like a patent. In the patent, you will get a rights only for the 20 years. After 20 years, it will come into the public domains. But in the case of the trademark registration, you will get a rights for the unlimited time, but you have to renew after every 10 years. So this is very important. This is the difference of the trademark. So in which in generally we send a trademark is the Ajar and the Amar. We can protect as long as we can use our brand name. So few things cannot be filed for the trademark registration, like state emblems, official marks, and emblems of intergovernmental organization cannot be used as a trademark. Right of the use of TM in relation to good of the services are restricted as a TM when you are applying for the trademark. That is our property and it is protected our name. Trademark and branding is a very important. Most of the time people get confused at what is the difference between trademark or the brand. This is very important line to understand. Every trademark is a brand, but every brand is not a trademark, because most of the time people get use their brand name without the protection of the trademark, and they are spending a lot of money. But somehow the similar companies trademarks which is using similar brand names are changing the some spelling or the aesthetic feature of the product and selling the goods. So branding is protecting by the help of the trademark protection. Branding is a different and the trademark is a different, because it is a very deep sense to understand the difference between the trademark and the branding. Branding can be strengthened with the help of the trademark protection. Branding allows a company to differentiate its product service from the competitions by creating a bond with this customer. This way, a company can have a position in the market to identify their products and the competition to poach. A satisfied customer may leave, but a loyal customer is made to likely stay with the that brandings. There are 45 classes of the trademark, like as per the NICE classification. Suppose if you want to sell the chemicals, then you have to protect your trademark in class 1. If you are selling a cosmetic products, detergent powders, and the product which is used for the cleansing, that can be protected under class 3. All type of medicinal products, pharmaceutical products, and the dietary supplements, nutraceutical comes under into the class 5. All type of machine and the machine tools comes under into the class 7. Even every type of machines comes under into the class 7. Electronic components like electronic components comes under into the class 9. Like if you are selling some electronic components, then you have to protect your trademark in class 9. For medical devices, you have to protect your class in 10. For like LED lights, you have to protect your trademarks in class 11. Suppose if some person having a one brand name is registered in class 1, suppose Rahul brand name is protected in class 1 for the chemicals. Oh, but if somebody want to protect their brand names Rahul in the class 7, then they can file. There is no objection, because these rights can be protected as per the class, except yet that your trademark is not well known in nature. We will discuss about the well-known nature in our next. If the similar class is registered by the similar names in different class, then you can apply in the different classes also. For the garments, class 30 for the food items, class 35 for the trading, all type of education services, because most of the education coaching centers are here, education institutions are here. So you can protect your even institution name in the class 41. All type of institution name, university name, colleges name, even the institution, even music companies, entertainment also comes into the class 41. All type of restaurants comes into the class 43 and class 45 for the legal services. So these classes are defined as per the business which you are doing. Class 1 to 34 is for the product in which you are providing the products, and class 35 to 45 for the services in which you are providing the services like courier services, education services, restaurant services, legal services, and the social services. These are comes into the class 35 to 45, and 31 to 34 is for the product in which you are supplying the products. I hope you have seen the many question notice in the newspaper that please don't use our brand name. This is our identity and this is protected by the our as per the trademark register. And we are well known in the market and people identify our brand names as a so these people just awareing the people about their brandings. So branding is helping by the trademark protection. So very important to understand what role of the branding with the help of the protection of the registration. Suppose if you are going to market and somebody can offer this type of bottles without label. Maybe you can't purchase without label the bottles. But similarly, one label is there given there, then immediately you can think this product is belongs to the Bisleri. So label is just, but the question is right, can trademark is protect the quality of the goods? No. Trademark does not represent the quality of the goods, it only protects the branding of the goods. Suppose if label is there, it doesn't mean that the quality of the product is also good. It can protect only the branding of the goods. So if label is not there, then the question is arises about the quality. But trademark creating a quality as well, the goodwill in the customer of the market that it products lead to the that company, and that company has a goodwill in the market. So this is interconnected to each other. It takes a time to develop in the market to create a branding of the customer, like Bisleri. If some spelling is there, the people confuse which one is original. But most of the type people think that it is a counterfeit goods related to the similar goods. But this is a look like a similar to each other, and this comes under into the trademark infringements. Bisleri has their own value reputation, and Bisleri has a characteristics which is defined, and it took a lot of time to develop branding in their markets. Identify the symbol. I hope everybody knows that this is a symbol of Nike. But people maybe consider as a this is a symbol of a tick mark. But the case of the Nike is very important to understand because it is popularity is considered as a well-known trademark because anybody knows that this is a symbol of the Nike, and these symbols can be identified without the word mark also because there's a no need to mention Nike in below the marks because people identify by the only the symbol. So this is the identification. This is the benefit of the trademark protection. So what is the function of the trademarks? Allows companies to differentiate their products from one person to another person. This is the important function of the trademark. It ensures consumer can distinguish products and ultimately help the branding loyalty in the markets. So trademark plays a good important tools for the marketing and source of revenue through licensing. You can license your trademark to many persons that you can use our brand name. Like in the case of restaurant, you have seen there's many people using the same logo and the same name. They people license use their brand name for their ventures. Like in the case of school also, in the case of colleges also, many schools are distribute their brand name on the basis of the licensing. You can use our logo and our branding for their commercial purposes. This is the crucial component of the franchising agreement because when you are signing a franchising agreement with some educational institution, then you have to mention all the clause of the trademark acts that you can't disobey our registration and you can't use the trademark after the expiry of this agreement. So you have to mention all these things. May be useful for obtaining a finance also, a valuable business assets because people can identify by their brand names. Trademark protection is the exclusive right prevents other from marketing products under using the same or the confusing similar marks. Like I have already discussed Bisleri, Bisleri, Bisleri. These all are the confusing marks. The people can get confused by the similar brand name. So be careful when you are choosing a brand name. This you have to read the spelling and the identification of the products. It promotes the customer loyalty, reputations, image of the companies also. It provides courage in relevant market where business operates. Registered marks may be licensed or franchising to the other companies. So this is the scopes of the trademark protection. You will get a exclusive rights that nobody can use your trademark. If somebody can do, then it is the case of the trademark infringement also. You can prevent others from using identical or similar trademarks also. So there are different types of the trademark. First one is the trademark in which you distinguish the goods from one person to another person. Like you are providing the products to the market, that is called the trademarks. And there is another mark that is called as service marks. I hope you have seen the first slides. There is a mention is a TM, SM, and R. So there are three symbols: TM, SM, and R. TM is used for the trademark. When we are applying the trademark, that is used as a trademark. It is not necessary you can write TM after the filing. You can use as a without the filing also TM. And R, after the complete procedure of the trademark registration, you will get a registered trademark certificate. Then you can write a R. SM is for the service marks, like in which you are providing the services to the customer, like education services, restaurant services. These all are the services, courier services, to distinguish the services from one person to another person's. Collective marks apply by the group of association, like members of the association, like All India Management Association. These called collective marks. Is CM marks. These all are the collective marks. Means applied by the member of the association. Certification mark like ISI, ISO, wool mark, egg mark. Certification marks identify the characteristics of the goods. Means these represent the quality of the goods. Means you have to follow the particulars, all the standards of the goods. Then you will get a ISI mark, ISO mark, wool marks. Means you have to follow that criteria to get these marks. You have to follow these rules, and then you will get a certification mark. Certification marks is also the part of the trademark. You will get a certification marks also provided by the group of the association or the companies who follow this type of certifications. Well-known marks like Mercedes, Lions, Godrej, Tata, which having a good reputation in the market and the stronger protection in the market. Then people can identify by the images that even I have asked this question to you. Suppose if one brand name is Rahul is registered in class 1 and you are applying in class 7 for the Rahul brand. But if it is a well-known marks, then your trademark will not get registered in the all the marks. So be careful when you are selecting a trademarks. So these are the trademarks which we are using 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. All are the registered trademarks. In the morning, we can see our phone or watch for the time, and that is protected as a trademark registration like reasons. And after that, we go for the daily routines. We can use toothpaste, coffee, Nescafe, Tajmel, and we can use soap, we can use stamps. That is also protected as a trademark registration. And after that, we can moving to the schools, colleges, or the somewhere. Then we can use the vehicle. Vehicle brand name is also registered. We can use laptops and the computers. It is also protected as a trademark. So trademark is playing a very important role in our daily routines. So these all are the registered trademarks and having a very good identity in the markets. Which one is original? I think everybody knows that the people think like that Domino's is the original, but Domino's is also having branches in the market. So people may get confused, but it is not necessary that the product is somehow look like similar to each other, but they will get a registration if they get similar to each other and having a distinguishedness in the markets. Honda and Hyundai. If you can convert Honda into italic form, it look like a somehow is a Hyundai. But both marks having a goodwill in the market, then people can identify even the product is somehow is similar to each other, but they will get registered because they have a goodwill in the market and having a identity in the markets. Good sale in the market. Now this is very important, especially because most of the time in the and the cosmetic products people get confused. One of the famous product is the Fair and Lovely, and another one is the Fair for and Love, and third one is the Fair My Love. Obviously, when you are selling a fairness claim, then you are using a word fair. When you are using a fair, like suppose if you are selling a pharmaceutical product, you are using a word pharmaceutical, and if you are selling a word surgical product, then you can add surgicals, healthcare, and restaurant, hotel. So these all are the descriptive words and the generic words, and these words may be used, but maybe these both brand names are similar, Fair and Lovely and For and Love. But Fair My Love is a totally a distinguished word. Maybe it is its whole mark is entirely different from the Fair and Lovely. So these people maybe don't even the SSC is also mentioned there. So it is a distinguishedness. Their brand name is entirely different from the Fair and Lovely. Sometimes people are using artistic work. Maybe the label is similar, but the spelling is different. So this is also the example of the counterfeit goods. Dettol, Devtol, Pure Well. So phonetically brand names also are not allowed. Suppose if you are selling a brand name which is a phonetically similar to each other, like OK and Ole. One alphabet is different, K and A. The shape of the good is similar and the font style is also similar. So this is the direct example of the trademark infringement product of fruity and fruity. The defendant said this is a fruit juice and we are selling a fruit juice. In this product, this is a fruit in and this is a fruity. Maybe the both product is phonetically not similar to each other, fruity and fruitin, but the label of the good is similar. Shape of the good is also similar. Means you want to confuse the customer that this product is belongs to the fruity. So This is also the example of the trademark infringement. Distillery and the brewery. The shape of the label is also similar. The designing, spelling is different. The font style is also similar. If you can see, this is another example. But be careful in the case of the trademark when you are choosing the trademarks. Suppose you are taking a medicine, a Metzol 200, and doctor is recommending it for you. It's Rapunzel 200. But next time, if you are chasing the some chemist and maybe you are purchasing a medicine Metzol on the basis of the brand name, Metzol, 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 and Metzol. All the brand names having a similar spelling or the phonetically similar to each other. Suppose if you are taking a Ismaprozol on the basis of on the behalf of Vitraconazole, maybe it is used for the gastric preparation. But if you are taking a daily albendazole on the place of Vitraconazole, so maybe it's a life-threatening also. You are taking a wrong medications. So trademark plays a very important role, especially in the case of the pharmaceutical science also. Because if your brand name, if you are not taking a right medication of the confusion of the brand name, so sometimes it's a life-threatening also. So be careful when you are choosing a medicine, you have to read the chemical name also. Because chemical name is identified by the important for the patients, not the brand name in this case. Sometimes people are using a chasing the name by adding some new words like new, blue line, Vaseline, blue star valvoline. So this is the way to get a trademark registration, but these are not allowed. This company are very are aware about to protect their brand names. This is the best global brand names of 2024. Apple is the number one position and having a 488 billion dollars business. The branding value of the brand names of Apple, then followed by Microsoft, Amazon, Google, Samsung, Toyota, Coca-Cola, Mercedes, McDonald's, BMW. So this every year they can identify by the goodwill of their brandings in the market and by the reputation in the market, and the sale value also matters. Most valuable brands in India in 2024 by brand values in billion US dollars is Tata Consulting Services, HDFC Banks, Airtel's, Infosys, State Bank of India, ICICI Banks. Mostly banking systems are there, and the consultancy services is providing the identity in the market on the basis of the branding. Copyright trade dress protection. So this is very interesting because people trademark is not only the protection of the name, it is also protection the trade dress also, the identity of the label also you can protect with the help of the trademark protection. Parle-G. It is just an old product around 35 years old. People can identify the label of the products. So this is an identification of the products. Move. Suppose one medicine is coming in the market, MOOV, move, useful for the pear leaf. If somebody can sell a medicine by the spelling name of MOVE for the diabetic patients. So people get confused that is a move MOVE or MOOV. So phonetically brand name, this is the reason phonetically brand name is not allowed, because they may confuse the customer by the spelling of the or the phonetically pronounced the brand name. So these type of brand names are also not allowed by the trademark registry. This is the administrative setups of the trademark registry. This is run by a Department of Industrial Policy, Promotion, and Ministry of Commerce and Industry, and followed by the Controller General of Patent Design and Trademark. The trademark registry. We have 5 offices in Mumbai, Delhi, Kolkata, Chennai, and Ahmedabad. These 5 offices is divided according to the jurisdictions. Suppose if you are filing a trademark from Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, and Goa, and your application is forwarded to Mumbai, then Gujarat, Rajasthan, for you have to file the trademark registry, Ahmedabad, Chennai, Andhra Pradesh, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka. This is divided according to jurisdictions. Arunachal Pradesh, Haryana, Punjab, and Himachal, you can through the trademark registry. How to select a trademark? So this is the importance questions, because you want to start become an entrepreneur. The first question is rise, how to select a trademark? Because most of the people come to me and say, sir, what is the criteria? What is the basic criteria to select a trademark? Most of the time people said that ki Pandit ji ne ye naam bataya tha. The religious names. Sometimes religious name may get refused by the trademark registry because these names are not allowed because of these religious natures. So selection of the trademark is very important. Suppose your word must be easy to spell, easy to remember, like Sony, Tata, Bata, Reliance. These are the easy word to spell. You may also point some words like which is having a no meaning in the dictionary, like Kodak and Dalda. Kodak and Dalda has no meaning in the dictionary, but people can identify Dalda is related to the some product which is used, manufactured by the milk, and Kodak is related to the photographs. Means people can identify the spelling, but it has no meaning in the dictionary. So point word are easy to get registration in the trademark registry. So this is better way to get the trademark. You must coin your name, and maybe some adding 5 alphabets and make a brand name is popular in it. But mark should not be according to a geographical name like Ludhiana Steels, Chandigarh Salt, Delhi Pharmaceutical. Avoid such type of name which is related to some geographical name. Most of the time people get a name by the geographical name, but they will get a rights on the label, the representation of the mark, like logo of the mark, but they will not get a monopoly rights of the words like Ludhiana, Chandigarh. They will not get a monopoly rights of the words which is related to the religions. Sorry, geographical name. We will not get a registration name also for any religious names like Om, Ekonkar. These type of brand names are not allowed by the trademark registry. Avoid word which describe the quality of the goods like best, perfect, super, premium, supreme. These type of which represent the quality of the goods. A milk, and you are choosing a brand name pure milk. Obviously, milk is pure. So these type of word which describe the quality of the goods. This type, like if you are selling a furniture like perfect furniture, yeah, perfect paintings, perfect glasses. So these type of words may be a descriptive in nature and describe the quality. As you've seen, that Dalda has no meaning in the dictionary. So how you can protect a trademark? You can protect in India. You have to file your application in India through the trademark registry office. Or if you want to file a trademark outside the India, then you can submit by two way. Either you can directly apply through the regional routes of that country, or you can submit by the international routes. International routes, you can submit your application by the Madrid Protocol. Madrid Protocol now has a 115 members countries and 131 countries and 115 members. So this is the best way to file the trademark application through the Madrid Protocol if you are running your business in India. So Madrid Protocol, India has joined the Madrid Protocol in 8 July 2013. And what is the benefit of the Madrid Protocol? It allows the Indian trademark owners to file a trademark application internationally by a single applications. By you can single application, you will get rights in multiple countries. But the certification granted by the particular that countries. Madrid Protocol just help you to submit the application in multiple countries. And this is run by the with the help of the World Intellectual Property Organization. The Madrid system just streamlines the process and reduces the cost compared to filing the separate application in each country. Suppose if you are filing application in China and USA and other countries, then you have to submit a separate application in each country, and you have to find out the way to submit the fees in each country. But with the help of Madrid protocols, you have to submit the single application, and you have to submit the payment mode way in the single way to the Madrid protocols. What is the benefits of the Madrid systems? It just helps us simplify trademark registration process, and Indian business can now register their trademarks in multiple countries through a single application, making the process more cost effective and less time consuming. It is a centralized management system which helps the trademark applications, renewals, and other process by the help of the Madrid system. It increases the global reach also. If your trademark is filed for the Madrid protocol, anybody can search out for the your trademark application is available on the Indian Madrid database also. This is also beneficial for the micro, small, and the medium enterprises, particularly for the medium side that may lack the resources to file a separate trademark application in multiple countries. And Madrid protocols also align the trademark system with international standards, protecting the international harmonization. So what is the process of the trademark registration? Initially, you have to search your trademark. Either it is not a descriptive in nature and the phonetical in nature. We will show you the some trademark search engine also where you can find out the how you can search your trademark applications. You can search your trademark application. Even nowadays, trademark registry has launching an AI method to find out the trademark registration process. You just before searching of your trademark application, you ensure that you are not copying anyone else's brand name or look like a similar to any other brand names. Trademark searching by you can submit your trademark application by online mode and by offline mode also. For online mode, you will get a 10% rebate for the filing of the trademark application process. You have a class 2 digital, class 2 or class 3 digital signature, and you have to register your portal through online mode, and you can submit your trademark application through online portal. Then after the filing of the application, either your trademark will be accepted or objected. It depends on your trademark. Suppose if your brand name is Rahul, R-A-H-U-L, and obviously if some person is selling the goods by the name of R-A-H-U-L, Rahul. So this name is cited and this name is phonetically. So maybe your trademark is objected because the similar brand names which is phonetically similar is already available in the trademark registry in the same class. So this is the reason of the objection. If your trademark is not accepted, then your trademark will be published in the trademark journal. And trademark journals allows 4 months to the other parties. If somebody has some objection for the registration of the trademark, then they will file the opposition to the trademark registry. Then after the filing of the trademark opposition, and the applicant has submitted the counter statement within the stipulated time within the 2 months of the submission of the trademark opposition. Then if there is a no opposition filed by the any other party, then your trademark will be registered. So this is the whole procedure. And then if your trademark is objected by the trademark registry, then you have to submit the reply to the trademark registry that your trademark is entirely different from the site trademark. Then if the examiner is satisfied by your trademark, then it will be accepted or it may be refused. It depends on your trademark. That how you can submit your application. So this is the procedure of the trademark registration process. So you can also file your trademark file. It is not necessary you can hire any advocate or the agent. Any entrepreneurs can also file the trademark procedure. This is the copy of the trademark certificate. After the complete procedure, you will get a certificate like this that your trademark is registered. This is you will get a trademark registration for the 10 years from the date of the filing, not from the date of the registration. Suppose if you are filing a trademark on 14th March 2024, then this is the you will get a right for the 10 years, 14th March 2034, not from the grants. So like patent. In the case of the patent, you will get rights from the date of the filing. This is the website of the ipindia.gov.in. You can click on the trademark options, then you have to click on the related leads, then you have to click on the public search. Trademark, related leads, and the public search. This is the website ipindia.gov.in. Then you will get a search engine, public search engine, where anybody can search their brand names. You can search by the start with the brand names, and you will get it. You have to enter in the you have entered the brand name Elna, and the class is the 5. Class 5 is for the medicinal preparation, medicinal, and for the pharmaceutical, nutraceutical, and you have to enter the captcha. Then after that, you will get a search report like this. Elna Nutraceuticals, Elna Biotech. All the brand names are first and second are the first is registered, second is the accepted and advertised, and third one is the objective. First one is the registered means this process is trademark registered, and second one is accepted because cited mark is belong to the first person. Both the companies are linked to the single person, so these brand names reason this is the similar brand name is accepted. Third one is objected because maybe they have given the someday different address. So this is the reason of the objections. You can see many brand names which is starting with the Alna. This is the search engine. Now, what is the comparison of the brand name? So one is the brand name is NextVit and another brand name is the NextVita. And only the one difference is the Vita and the Vita. Maybe this brand name is the phonetically similar. So this is the reason of the objections. So when you are choosing a brand name, then your brand name is distinguished from the cited mark. Otherwise, it will be objected by the trademark registry. And this is the example of the trademark search report of the discipline. Now you can see the filing of the trademark application of discipline 3rd September 1946. Before independence. Now you can see the people are awareing for the protection of their brand name from last decades. Discipline X filed in 17th May 1971. Discipline CV 1989. Class 10 for the surgical items. Like now you can see the many people are using a word medical devices. Medical devices is a descriptive words, but OnMed is a distinguished word. OnMed oncology. SMFM is a distinguished word because people can use the descriptive words at the healthcare, pharmaceutical, medical devices, and the surgical. These are all are the descriptive words may be used, but first word must be a distinguished in nature. Hospital is class 44. Anybody can use hospital words as because hospital is a descriptive words. Form and fees. For the filing of the trademark application, you can submit your trademark application by two way. You can submit by online mode, you can submit by offline mode also. For the online filing, you have to submit rupees 4,500 and you have to submit the form TMA. There are total 8 forms and this is very easy trademark application. TMA, you have to submit for the initial filing of the application. It is a single page application where you have to enter the name of the applicant, address of the applicant, brand name. If any images are there or logo is there, you have to enter the logo in the JPG format in 8 by 8 centimeter shapes of the logo. Then you have to enter the class, in which class you want to a protection. Like suppose if you want to protect in class 1, then you have to protect class 1 for the chemicals, chemical name class 1. You can select the classes as per the NICE classification and the details of the classes are given on the website also. Then if you are submitting a application offline mode by hand also as a trademark history, then you have to pay fees 5,000. And this is fees for the individual startup and the small enterprises. But for the rest of the other people who are the large entity, for the online fees is 9,000 and for the offline fees is rupees 10,000. Then I have already discussed the procedure of the trademark registration. If somebody can oppose our trademark, then you have to submit the counter statement with the help of TMO. Even the opposition filing is with the help of the TMO. Then for the online filing, you have to submit the fees rupees 2,700, and for the offline, you have to submit the fees 3,000. After the completion of the 10 year, you have to submit the renewal fees. And what is the renewal fees? There is no differentiation between the SMEs, SME and the large enterprises for the renewal. For both cases, the fees is renewal is same. For this online filing, if you are submitting the fees for the online filing, then you have to submit by the form TMR. R means renewal, A means the application, and O is the opposition. This is very simple way to identify the form for the submitting of the application. And form, if you are submitting your application by offline mode, then you have to submit the fees rupees 10,000 for the offline filing. So this is all about the trademark protection. And if you are not submitting the fees for the after 10 years on the time, then you will get a times for the you can submit the application after 1 year of the expiry of the trademark registration. For the next month after the expiry of the trademark, like suppose if your trademark is expire on 24th April 2025, then you can submit the late fees rupees 4,500 for the online filing until 6 months, 24th October 2025, you have to submit rupees 4,500 and offline fee rupees 5,000. And for the next 6 years, after the expiry of the 6 year, you have to submit the renewal fees 9,000. So you can mark your date, then your trademark expire after 10 years. Because most of the time I have seen the entrepreneurs forget their renewal of the trademark. Even they can forget after the expiry of the 1 year also. Then they have to file the fresh application. For the fresh application, you have to follow all the procedure of to get the registration certificate. Like you don't get a registration certificate like in the single shot, then you have to examination report will come, objection report. So you can just mark your date that your trademark get be expire on that date. Now is the geographical indications. Geographical indication is basically intact in India with the help of the Geographical Indication Acts in force with September 2003. Geographical indications is the indication to identify the agriculture goods, natural goods, and the manufactured goods originating from a particular territory in the India. It should have a special characters and the quality of the goods based upon the climatic or the production characteristics unique to the particular regions. And the geographical indication is not granted to any single region. It is granted to the group of the cluster of the association of persons which is located in the particular territory. And this is granted only to the manufacturers, not to the traders. Those people are manufacturers in the particular regions. From last few years, they will get a trademark geographical registration. And this is a collective rights, as opposed to this is not a private right, this is a collective rights. And any association of persons, producer, organization established under the some law can apply for the trademark protection and geographical protection. It identifies the product as originating in a country or the regions. The government of India is doing a very good work in the protection of the geographic indication. Last few years, many GIs are registered in many regions. because GIs represent the quality, reputation, and the characteristics of the particular regions of the that regions. So it is an identification. It particular identify the identity of particular regions. It may be a natural goods, agriculture goods, and the manufactured goods. Like trademark registration, you will get a geographical indication for the 10 years. You can renew for unlimited time. You can renew for after every 10 years. And geographical indication, trademark you may be assigned, transmitted to any another person, but geographical indication cannot be assigned or transmitted to another. This is the example of the geographical indications of the India. Basmati rice, Mysore silk, Mysore sandalwood, Mysore jasmine, Darjeeling tea, Tirupati laddu. So this is the geographical indication which is registered in the India. And some of the famous world Canadian whiskey, tequila, champion. This is an example of the geographical indication which is registered in the worldwide. So difference between the geographical indication and the trademarks. Trademark is granted to a single person, any individual, any startup, any MSMEs, any single entity. But geographical indication is granted to the company, some association, organizations, not to any individuals. So GI is closely related to a trademark, but they having a different identity. Both indicated product origin. One is the origin from one single entity, and one origin to the particular community, to the particular society. So this is the difference between the trademarks and the geographical indication. Most of the time people get confused ki how we can distinguish with the GI or the trademark. GI is given to the society, to the community, and trademark is related to the single entity. Thank you so much. If you have any questions related to the trademark, you are free to ask me.
Thank you so much, sir, for walking us through all the aspects of trademark and geographical indications. Now I request participants, please either raise your hands or you could type in the chat box for any queries. I think we have two participants who have raised their hands. Vigneshwara, yeah, you can unmute yourself and please raise your query. I think, hello, sir. I think your voice isn't clear. Could you please be louder? Hello, Vigneshwara. Are you there?
Someone has asked the question in the chat box. Does the application to a registered patent agent? In the case of trademark agent, in the case of trademark, you can submit trademark application by yourself also, and you can submit the application with the help of advocate, with the help of trademark agent, with the help of CS, with the help of CA. So tries to submit the trademark application, and but it is not necessary you have to submit the application to some agent. You can also submit your application yourself also, and it is very easy.
Okay, thank you, sir. So I think we have one more hand raised by Ahmed SK.
Yes, somebody has asked this question. Can everyone use geographic indication? Or only authorized user will be eligible? Only authorized user will be eligible. Suppose geographical indication is to some association, some organization, then they people will, then you have to apply for the as a authorized user to the government of India. Then they will authorize you to use that geographic indication. But the criteria is that your manufacturing unit or your belongs to particular region only. It is not that you are manufacturing your goods in other regions. Your region must belong to that particular geography. Then you can file for the as authorized users.
I think, Vigneshwar, do you have any questions? I think you are unmuted. If you don't have, please unmute yourself. And we have one more question, sir, in the chat box. What are the cybersecurity risks involved in online trademark filing, and how are they being addressed in India?
There is no cyber security risk involved in the trademark filing, and because it is process to file the submit application. You can submit your trademark application. You to submit by the fee and this can be submitted through online mode. And this is a simple application form. You can submit to the trademark. There is no cyber security as such in this case.
Vigneshwar, could you please mute yourself, please?
How can trademark law adapt to emerging technologies like AI generated contents or virtual goods in the metaverse? Trademark act is basically to protect the sign, words, letter, color of combination. But to protect the generated contents, you have to file the copyright protection, not the trademark. Trademark just to protect the identity of the goods. And you are talking about the generated contents. Generated contents may be protected by the a copyright protection, not by the trademark protection. Like if you have some symbol, if you have some shape, some identification, some representation, then you can protect by the trademark. But for the content, you have to file the trademark copyright protection. Any other question? Dr. Tripathi, please.
Yeah, Dr. Tripathi.
Yeah, a very good session, sir. I would like to ask you, sir. Suppose I have an idea, then I am going for a patent. So, if for this trademarking, as I understand, it is more towards commercialization type. It is not towards idea generation type. Am I right, sir? If
Yes, sir. Absolutely right, sir.
Yeah. Okay, sir. That is what I wanted to know, sir.
Sir, I just explained you. Suppose if you are developing some technology, you can protect that technology with the patent rights. But if you are selling this technology or that device by some name, you can protect that name with the trademark protection.
Okay.
Suppose developing some machine ABC, and ABC machine is using some technology, but that technology is protected by the patent rights. But that brand name ABC is protected by the trademark protection. And if you are using some literature material to sell that products, you can protect that literature with the help of copyright protection. And if you are having some distinguished feature and novel feature, then you protect the shape of the device with the help of industrial design. So one product can protect by the multiple rights of the IPR.
Okay.
It's not that only one single product is protected by the single application, single means of the IPR. You can protect by the different means of the IPR also. Single, like you have a phone, your mobile phone is having a multiple technologies protected by the patent rights. But if they are some brand name is Apple, Samsung, and the Nokia, these all are the trademarks. And the literature material which is used for the selling of this phone is protected by the copyright protection. But the device of the shape is protected by the industrial design. This is the difference, sir.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
So we have one question from the YouTube participant. In the context of AI generated logos and brand names, what are the challenges in determining trademark ownership and distinctiveness under the Indian patent law? I mean, under the Indian trademark law.
You can protect AI generated trademark by your name also, because that is your identity. Who can file the trademark application first? Even most of the time, most of the device nowadays is generated by the AI. But you are the first using that trademark, then you will get the rights on that trademark by your name also, because you are using. Trade means business. You are doing a business by that trademark, because this is not an invention in which somebody can question about this is generated by the AI. This is the identification. This is a trademark. So you can get that trademark by your name also. That logo.
Okay, thank you, sir. So another question is it possible to file a new product under GI, and what are the conditions one should follow?
Conditions for the GI conditions, that they must be belonging to particular regions and having some qualities, and you are losing a long ago. You have to prove that your features, your goods or manufactured goods, agriculture goods, having some novel features and the novelty features, inventive features, then you can protect the geographical indication. Some distinguished law, like some people in the case of the Kullu shawl, they are protecting. There is some representation, the identification of that particular process of manufacturing of that shawl and the pattern, it is also protected by the geographical indication. So some distinguishedness is there, like trademark. Then you will get a GI.
Okay, thank you. So related to GI, we have few more questions. So two of the participants are asking, can everyone use GI or only authorized users will be
Only
eligible?
authorized user, ma'am. Already discussed this question. Only authorized user can use the GI.
Okay.
And that authorized user must manufacture their goods in particular G area, particular geography in which GI is get registered. Means map is given there. Then suppose if you are GI is registered in some places of Haryana, then that particular regions of Haryana, not all region of Haryana, that particular region of Haryana, that particular district, that particular area, then you will get a authorized user license.
Okay, thank you, sir.
And
Um,
I will
some-
read the question in the chat box, ma'am. What is the duration of the protection of registered trademark in India? The duration of the protection of the trademark registration in India is 10 years from the date of the filing, but you can renew after unlimited time. After 10 years, you have to submit the renewal fees. The next question is trademark necessary for any startup or business or incubation unit? Yes, you can protect your brand name, because if you want of your name, then you can protect with the help of trademark protection. If you don't want to a monopoly rights on your brand names, then you don't have to file the application. But it is suggestive and it is advisable. You can protect your brand name with the help of trademark protection.
And we have one hand raised by P. Radhakrishnan. Sir, could you please unmute and raise your query? P. Radhakrishnan, sir. I think he's not there. Dr. GBK, you have one query, right? I think
Namaste, sir. Namaste.
Yes. Yes.
Sir.
Actually, I have registration identity in order to file for patents. Can I file for designs also, industrial designs with the same registration identity?
Sir, designed to protect the aesthetic feature of the product, and
Correct,
patent to protect the technical feature of the product.
correct.
And trademark is protect for the shape of the goods, brand, name, logo. It happens most of the time people can shape of the goods by the design as well as by the trademark protection. Most of the time it will be happen. You can protect by both way, by the design way or by the help of the trademark protection also, sir. In the trademark, you will get a right for the unlimited time, but you have to renew after every 10 years. But in the case of the design protection, you will get a rights initially for the 10 years, but you have to renew after every next 5 years. But after 15 years, it will not be get renewed, sir. It will be available for the public domain. This is the difference between the protection of the design station or the trademark protection.
Okay, sir. Actually, I have been applying for patent through online. So,
Yes, sir.
with digital signature, with the same signature, is it possible for me to apply for designs, industrial designs?
Yes, sir.
But no provision here in IP India website to apply for.
Yes, sir. Provision is there because I am filing with same signature for the trademark protection, for the design protection, for the patent registration.
Okay.
For single signature, sir. You
So
have
where actually I need to go for filing for industrial design, sir?
you have to upload your signature on the portal. You just have to log in on the design station portal, and you have to upload your signature on the portal of design station. Then your signature will work.
Okay. Not with patent portal. Design
Yes,
portal
not
we
for the
need to.
patent portal. For you have to upload on design portal also.
Okay, design portal separately. Okay.
Same signature, sir. Same signature.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you, sir. Professor Dr. Neeraj, you could, yes, please raise yourself.
The sir has told about Kullu shawl pattern. Similarly, the example is of Kullu caps at Himachal Pradesh. The pattern is different, but the technology is same. Their designing part and the transfer of technology is same, but the pattern of the cap is totally different.
Yes, pattern of the is different, so they will get only this identification of the pattern also. But
Yeah,
but they people can also apply for the GI if they want, if they are using the same
yeah,
tech, they having all the evidence related to the manufacture of this cap.
yeah.
They can
Because
also apply.
Himachal Pradesh itself. So I know because it is Bhuttiko weavers in
Yes, sir.
at Kullu.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Pattern cap. For example, it is green color or maybe red color or maybe multicolored. So it is totally different. But the technology is same. Is designing and process is the same.
Yes, sir.
Every manufacturing of whether it is cap or whether it is a simple shawl. Yeah.
Yes, sir. They can also apply if they want to protect their identification. Even they are manufacturing, then they can also apply for the submission of the GI through through their association or through their community for the same applications.
So nice, sir. So nice, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank
Thank
you,
you
sir.
very
Thank you
much.
for the question. And next we have Harish Agadi. Sir, please raise your
Question
Yeah,
asked by
It is
yes.
good afternoon, everybody. This is Harish Agadi from KLA Technological University, Hubli. I am the president of IIC here. Sir, just I wanted to give the information. I don't want. There is no query, but I want to inform that there is a IPFC cell, Intellectual Property Facilitation Center, which is funded by Government of India, MSME. There are 13 or 14 in India. Anybody who wants to do the patent and trademark registration and all these things, they can approach them. I just wanted to give this information.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Because we
Yes.
have one of them, and
Yes, sir.
in the North Karnataka region.
We also have one of them, sir.
All right. Okay. Okay.
Thank you,
Nice,
sir.
sir. So, Jay, it's better. I think we want your contact details, sir, so that we can connect
Sure,
as a
sir.
IPFC as well.
Yes, sir. If any startup and MSME can get their registration certificate for the patent, trademark, and the design, they will get a reimbursement from the Ministry of MSME. They have IPFC cell in mostly all of the state of country. Then you can submit your application through online mode through the website of Ministry of MSME. Then you will get a reimbursement for the patent also, and for the trademark you will get a reimbursement of rupees 10,000, and also you will get a reimbursement for the design application also.
Is this after applying and getting the
No, after the
granted?
complete procedure, after the registration, you will get a after the registration, sir, not after the applying, sir.
Oh, after awarding the patents, after
Yes,
awarding.
yes, after awarding the, yes.
But it will take
When
2
the
to
whole
3 years.
process is completed, you will get a registration certificate of the patent trademark, then you will get a reimbursement.
Okay.
The filing, sir.
Okay, because we are getting a lot of queries whether they
Yes,
are
yes,
from
not,
the startups.
Not after the filing, sir, after the registration, sir.
Acha, ठीक है, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
Okay.
And
Thank
the
you, sir.
question.
We have another hands raised by IASU Incubation Center. So could you please raise your query, sir?
Question raised by Jeevan Gandhi ji. Sir, I have a question. I got can describe difference between
Hello?
trademark, service mark in short. The difference between the service mark and the trademark is apply only for the goods and service mark for the services. Like if you are selling some goods, like if you are selling pen drives, if you are selling some machines, some mobiles, then you can get a trademark. But if you are providing some services like education services, courier services, restaurant services, then this comes under the service mark. This is the difference between the trademark and the service marks.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Now I think IASU Incubation Center can raise the query.
Yeah, good afternoon, sir. Sir, I would like
Good
to know
afternoon.
if we have startups that are incubated in our incubation center. So what is the right time those startups can file for a trademark? Because right now they are in the initial stage. That is, it's in the under the prototype development stage.
When they are launching their product in the market, that is the right time to protect their trademark. Suppose if you are selling, if you are ready to launch your product in the market, it's better you can protect your brand name before the launching the product in the market. Otherwise, it will be copied by someone else and they are changing their names by alphabetically change. So when you are ready to launch their product in the market, that is the right time to file the trademark application. But if you have a time, then you can file before also, because trademark registry takes time to almost 1 year from the filing to the grant trademark process. And if you want a expedited process for the trademark registration, then you have to pay the extra fees for rupees 20,000, then trademark will be examined within 1 or 2 months. Then you will get a registration within 6 months from the filing to the grant. Registration, sorry, not grant from the registration. Patent will be granted and trademark will be registered.
Okay. So, sir, like we have a provisional patent, we usually file it, right? But for trademark, do
Yes.
we have some thing like this provisional? Can
No,
you?
no, no. As such, there's no provisional in the trademark. Trademark means trade means business name is which you are protecting for your trades. And trademark as such, there is no provisional name. You have to select trademark and carefully. You have to check to start with the trade brand name and the phonetically brand name in particular class or even the associated class. You have to check it. Then after the complete thorough check, you can submit your application to the trademark registry.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. So we have another query from the YouTube comment. So he's asking if climate change alters the environmental conditions of a region, can products traditionally registered under GI still retain their GI status in India?
Yes, we can protect such type of products under GI, but you have to prove the data because most of the in the cases of GI, just did not get the proper data for the submitting for the application. So you must have some particular data that product is showing a particular changes in your goods. Then you can submit your applications according to the reason also. Just climate changing also.
Okay, thank you, sir. We have few more hands raised from the participants. Dr. A.S. Arja Hamid, you can raise your query.
Sir, who can file the GI registration and what is the benefits of registering the GI? Is that any necessary the product will be old one or new one? For example, in Tiruchirappalli, there is a Manapari Murukku. There is a old one. If I find the new product to be useful for the people, can I register this as a GI?
But it is better that must be old in use and the particular reasons in the identity of the market, because GI indication the identification, product origins and the indication. It's better the product must be old in use and the using a must a long ago. Then you can help you to protect the GI in the particular products. New one maybe get waste, and this is for the community, not for the single persons. Suppose if single person is manufacturing a single product, then they will not get a registration. At least community can file the application for the particular reason that particular people can manufacture a similar type of goods or the particular quality of the goods or the reputation of goods on the particular reasons. Then you will get a GI, not for a single entity or single individual. It is good. It is if it is old. In some cases, new may I don't think so. They will get a GI.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
So another question from the comments, like what is, could you please brief the difference between trademark and service mark in short?
Already discussed.
Okay. Now I think Rajesh Sharma has raised his hands. Rajesh Sharma, could you please?
Yes, sir. Am I audible, sir?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir. My question to you is this, when we file a trademark, what is the application fees that we have to pay for it?
For individual startup or MSME, you have to submit 4,500 rupees for the online filing. For the large and you have to submit rupees 9,000 for online filing. But if you are submitting your application through offline mode, then you have to submit rupees 5,000 for individual startup or MSME. And for the large entity, you have to pay rupees 10,000 for offline fees.
The duration, as you have put earlier, it is for 10 years initially.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Then we can renew it. So is it possible that we can file it for a longer period, more than 10 years?
You have to, initially you will get it for the 10 years. But when the last 1 year period is started, you can submit the renewal fees.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
As such, there is no provision you will get a rights for the 20 or 30 years.
Okay,
Initially, you the 10 years. The reason is this: most of the time people not continue their names or not using brand name for a long periods. It happens.
And the last question is the difference between trademark and copyrights.
No, sir. Copyright are granted for musical work, artistic work, literary work, dramatic work. And the trademark is to protect the brand name, identity, logo, shape of the goods, and the representation of the goods. That is called a trademark. Suppose if you are using suppose if you are purchasing some device machine, and that machine name is XYZ brand, and that XYZ brand is protected by the trademark. But if they are giving you some literature, some pamphlet, and some leaflet, that leaflet presentation is protected by the copyright protection, because that content is protected by the copyright. Ma'am said that the expression, if the idea is in the expression form, then you can protect by the copyright protection. But trademark is totally different. The name and the identity, which is used for the trade, that is called a trademark. And the copyright for the musical work, artistic work, literary, the expression in the idea in the expression form, then you can protect by the copyright form. Both are the different things.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. So next question is from Alka Dior. Alka, ma'am, you can please raise your query.
1 second. Hello.
Yes, please.
Yes, ma'am.
मेरा क्वेश्चन था कि मैंने ऑलरेडी ट्रेडमार्क रजिस्ट्रेशन वगैरह मेरे पेजेस का क्रिएशन गवर्नमेंट का मेरा है, तो 2 बार, एक बार उसका रजिस्ट्रेशन ये मतलब रिन्यूअल भी कर चुके हैं. हेलो.
यस मैम. यस मैम.
मुझे ये पूछना था, क्या मैं ये बिजनेस को स्टार्टअप में भी डाल सकती हूँ? एमएसएमई और स्टार्टअप में, तो मुझे इसके लिए हेल्प चाहिए था मेंटर का.
हाँ, स्टार्टअप में ये बिजनेस को आप डाल सकते हैं, लेकिन स्टार्टअप में रजिस्टर कराने के लिए उनका कुछ क्राइटेरिया है, वो आपको देखना पड़ेगा कि इन द स्टार्टअप आई थिंक योर प्रोडक्ट मस्ट हैविंग इनोवेटिव इन नेचर, कुछ इसमें ऐसे प्रोडक्ट्स होने चाहिए. आप उस ब्रांड नेम को ट्रांसफर कर सकते हैं उस स्टार्टअप कंपनी को, बिकॉज ट्रेडमार्क के में असाइनमेंट अलाउड्स है और ट्रांसफर कर सकते हैं, बट इन द केस ऑफ ज्योग्राफिकल इंडिकेशन नहीं कर सकते, जैसे मैंने स्लाइड्स में बताया. बट ट्रेडमार्क में अगर आप अपना ब्रांड नेम किसी को असाइन करना चाहते हैं, किसी
ब्रांड मेरा रजिस्टर
यस यस नहीं, ब्रांड आई अंडरस्टैंड, ब्रांड आपका रजिस्टर्ड है तो आप उससे असाइन कर सकते हैं अपनी न्यू स्टार्टअप कंपनी को, आप उसे भेज दे सकते हैं बाय द हेल्प ऑफ असाइनमेंट.
ओके, थैंक यू सर.
Thank you.
So one more question from the chat box. What is the proper and best trademark law to protect small startup business if legally or illegally happened? That's what it is.
What is the proper and best trademark law to protect small startup business if legally or illegally happened? The best way is to trademark that your brand name must be distinguishing nature. Don't try to copy someone else's brand name, either phonetically. I have seen so many times people are using a phonetically similar brand names and they are supposed कि सर एक अक्षर ऊपर नीचे कर देते हैं and they said that कि शायद मिल जाए सर. It's not like that. But your brand name must not be descriptive in nature. I don't want to say, but there are many brand names. आप real juice पीते हैं, क्या वो real होता है? नहीं होता. Still the people are selling their products as a real active, and the whole identification is the trademark, not a word real, not a word real. आप लोग जूस पीते हैं बट वो रियल नहीं होता, बट दैट मार्क्स विच कंफ्यूज द कस्टमर. सो दिस इज द वे टू गेट अ डिस्टिंक्शन. एंड मोर ओवर इट इज नॉट इम्पोर्टेंट कि आप कहें कि हमारा ब्रांड नेम कितनी सेल हो गई, इतनी गुडविल हो गई. द इम्पोर्टेंट इज दिस इज योर ब्रांड नेम मस्ट बी डिस्टिंग्विश्ड. एंड मोर बेटर वे टू गेट द ट्रेडमार्क, इट मस्ट बी coined in nature. If your trademark is coined in nature, having a no meaning in the dictionary, then you will easily get your trademark registration.
Okay, thank you, sir. Viral Kumari is asking, what's the
Important example related to this question related to the given. Somebody is selling a medicine. The name is Dard Rakshak. Dard Rakshak is a Hindi word. Dard pain Rakshak. Beef karna Rakshak. बचाने वाला. So we are applying this application and their trademark is objected under section 9 because this is represent the quality of the goods. Dard Rakshak, pain relief. And this is refused by the trademark registry because it is very descriptive in nature. Those brand names which is descriptive in nature is not tainted by the trademark registry, and they people are very clear about this, and they are very stringent and strict related to such type of trademarks. Thank you. And another question from Viral Kumari: what is the difference between trademark and industrial designs? Trademark are granted for sign words, and industrial designs to protect the aesthetic feature of the products. Aesthetic feature, like suppose if you are using some people are using a pressure cooker for the making the foods. The shape of the pressure cooker is protected by the industrial design, but the brand name of the pressure cooker, like Hawkins and Press, are the trademarks. This is the way to differentiate between the trademark and the industrial design. Industrial design is to protect the aesthetic feature and trademark to protect the shape of the goods. So both are required for the startup if you want a monopoly rights and the identification in the market. So this is very important and necessary also.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. And we have Dr. Jishnu. He has raised his hands. Dr. Jishnu, please raise your query.
Am I audible?
Yes, yes,
Yes,
yes.
sir.
You are audible.
Okay, sir, I have just a simple question. That is, what we are talking about the logo. What is the difference between the logo and the trademark? Whether it is before the registration process or both are same? Just discrimination between logo and.
There are two things, that is a word mark and the logo. Like if you are using a Apple, APPLE, this is a word mark. And if you are using a logo of the Apple, like that cut shape Apple, that is a logo. This is a device mark. This is called a logo, and this is the difference between a word mark. This is a logo, is means the shape of the device, shape of the symbols. That is called a logo, sir. And word mark is Apple, yeah, iPhone. This is a word mark. This is the difference, sir.
Okay.
I hope
Okay.
you understand.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
And I think we can take one more question from Sita Madhavi.
Sir, I have a question. Like, suppose
Yes,
I would like to start a school with a new concept. For instance, this is only an example. Suppose I want a no building school. Okay. Then, okay, I may have my own reasons or whatever it is. What type of production? I mean, can I take a protection for this? Is it going to come under service or is it going to be a concept? What is the, or is it an idea that because the schools are already existing, it's just that people don't know. Can I get any kind of protection for this?
can you repeat your question? If you want to start your own school, right, ma'am?
Yeah, I would like to. It's not about my school or anyone's school. I'm saying that suppose I suggest that there is a teaching mechanism where least importance is given to the building and infrastructure, and highest importance is given to the mode of training the student. Okay, that is something against the commercial, tier 3 cities. They are having so much of infrastructure in a school. And school is not the building, education is not the building. Suppose I would like to talk about this, okay, and I come up with my own concept. What kind of protection can I seek here?
As such, the teaching mechanism cannot be filed for the patent application. School name can be protected by the trademark protection, and the teaching mechanism you can protect by the help of copyright protection. But copyright is a different thing. As such, whole mechanism of the teaching is not protected under the patent rights. You can protect by the copyright protection. And the name of the school, if you want to protect, then you can protect by the trademark protection.
I think you have cleared her query. And now I think we can wrap up this session. So thank you so much, sir, for your insightful session and for the detailed responses for all the queries. Now I formally invite Mr. Abhishek Ranjan, our innovation officer and IIC coordinator for the Southwest region, for the vote of thanks. Over to you, sir.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yes.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Shruti. On behalf of the organizing team at Ministry of Education's Innovation Cell and AICT, I would like to express my heartfelt thanks to Dr. Rahul Taneja, sir, scientist at the DST Government of Haryana, for such an insightful session. To be honest, especially the way you had taken questions and you have answered was very insightful, and especially on the topic like trademark and GI is something which is very important, and that's why we included in under IP Week celebration. Thank you so much, sir, for not only for your time but also for sharing valuable knowledge. And sir, as you know that in this meeting, thousands of participants are watching you via YouTube, and they may, some of them who are maybe busy in some academic work or maybe some examination, they will watch you later. But certainly this session will be like a very helpful to them to understand the very important topic in a very clear and practical manner. We really appreciate your insight, and thank you so much for attending this session. Also, a big thank you to all the participants from different institutions across India for their active involvement and for making this session successful. Really appreciate, like, especially during this month, like April end, especially our professors, innovation ambassadors, our students, and I know many institutions are also encouraging their startups or the innovators community to join this session. So really appreciate for your interest and your involvement, and it is reflecting in your submitted assignments. So we are receiving thousands of day before yesterday I was checking, more than 27,000 people have submitted the assignment. So I also request you to all those who are attending today's session to kindly submit your assignment on time, and also encouraging you to participate in remaining 2 sessions which is scheduled in next 2 days. Thank you so much again, sir, for joining, and I hope we will meet soon and you will keep guiding and inspiring the innovators community with your insightful thoughts and your actions. Again, thank you to all team members. Thank you so much.
Thank you all. So see you
Thank you.
tomorrow for the next masterclass. Bye all.
Thank you. Thank you.